Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel FitDrChef. It's quite chilly today, hence the jumper. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about different ways to study. So for those that are new, please subscribe. But those that are new, you probably don't know, but I'm a medical student. So the thing about being a medical student, there's a lot to learn. There's so much, I can't put into words how much there is to remember and how much there is to learn. So I try my best to use different methods of revision, just so that the things stick in my brain. So today I'm going to just talk about the few methods that I do use, and I hope that it can help someone. I'm gonna start with the one that I'm currently using the most now. If you watched my last video, one of my last videos, my paperless student video, you will now know that I've purchased an iPad Pro. This is the iPad Pro 9.7 inch 2018 version. Currently, this is basically my main method of revision, only because it allows me to do a lot, and it doesn't require a lot of extra things in terms of extra paper or extra pens, etc. So for example, these are some of the notes that I make. For more information on the Notability app, I would suggest that you watch my my previous video. I'll put that link above. Also, another way that I revise is with this fantastic app called YouTube. So the app that we are all currently using, the app that you're using to see me, the app or the website, whichever way you want to call it. I absolutely love YouTube. YouTube is an absolute godsend. YouTube allows you to have a teacher in your house, basically. There are so many YouTube videos that explain so many different things. So 9 times out of 10, I can listen to something in class, come back home, revisit it, and watch a YouTube video to just go over it or to go over something I didn't understand. So YouTube is definitely in my top 2 methods of revision. It's fantastic. I can't express it any more than I am now how much I love YouTube. So I use YouTube a lot. Also, another method of revision that I use or that I do is, for instance, so for certain things, so for certain subjects, let's say pathology, I just go online and I get pictures and I make like picture flashcards. So for example, I just literally get them, put them on a Word document and then print them out, and then I make like a flashcard so that I can just go over the images and learn what it is, learn what the disease looks like, or learn what it is if it's radiology, because I do some radiology flashcards as well, just to learn how to spot the disease. So that's another method of revision. Picture flashcards, I don't know if they're called picture flashcards, but that's what I call them. So picture flashcards, another method of revision. Also, another method of revision is just, which kind of ties in with the first method, but once in a while I do like taking like handwritten notes. So another method of revision is just simply taking notes. For certain subjects, I feel that's good, because certain subjects I don't really need the aid of pictures, so I just take notes and then I tend to go over them again with a highlighter, because that ensures that I'm reading it whilst I'm highlighting it. So I take the notes and then I go over it and I read it again. So that's another method that you could do, but it's pretty much similar to me using my Notability app. So I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Also, another method of revision is by using these bad boys. So I just got this record card holder from W.H. Smith, but I use it to make like flashcards. So I would get a topic, write down the essentials, and just make flashcards with it. And then that's good because it allows me to just walk around with, let's say, 5-6 flashcards, and I don't have to carry around a big iPad or carry around a big book. So I definitely suggest flashcards. They're a very good method of learning. Speaking of flashcards, this kind of ties into my homemade picture flashcards, but sometimes I purchase flashcards. So for example, like for anatomy, I've got some Sabota flashcards. Once again, the premise of it is the same as the picture flashcards and the handwritten flashcards, that it allows me to revise on the go. So it's just so much easier because I don't have to worry about carrying anything extra. So flashcards are also a very good method of revision. Then of course another method of revision is quite simply reading. Just read. There's times for certain subjects or for certain topics where I just read the same thing like 3, 4, 5 times. I just go over it and go over it and go over it until it sticks in my head. So I don't make notes for everything. Sometimes just basic reading is good enough for me. Or I'll read it and then I'll watch a YouTube video, but no notes. So it's just about mixing it up, switching it up, you know, finding what works best for you. But sometimes it's just plain old reading. Another method that I use for revision is okay, right. That's not really working out. I don't know if you guys can see. I've got this whiteboard here. So what I tend to do is I will write down certain questions, or I'll write down certain things I want to remember, certain things I want to remember. For example, when I was studying pharmacology, I write down a certain drug, or 5 drugs for that day, 5 drugs for the day. Then let's say every time I walk past my board, because it's literally in the middle of my room, well, this is my living room, in the middle of my living room, like if I go to the toilet, if I go to the bedroom, come back into the lounge, go into the kitchen, I always walk past this board, and I would have to say to myself, okay, Heather, classify those 5 drugs, or tell me what group that drug is in, or what can that drug be used for. So sometimes I use the whiteboard, or sometimes I can use a whiteboard. Let's say if I read something, I just quickly use the whiteboard to write down the main points that I can remember, just so that it sticks in my head. So I hope that made sense. Sometimes I do posters. You can do posters and then stick them around the house. That's a good thing about doing tangible posters. You can actually use them around the house, whereas with the iPad obviously you can't. So that's another method of revision, doing posters and then just sticking them on your walls, sticking them on your wardrobes, things that you use daily, just so that every time you see that, you're revising that thing. And yeah, that's basically what I do for revision. That's how I revise. I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope you guys do try any of these methods. Also, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to make, please be sure to let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Okay, bye.